Welcome back for another episode of Mass Effect. Last time we finally passed that threshold and became the first human Spectre. Along the way we built up our team a little bit. We've got Rex, Garrus, Tali, and I think there's one more that we're going to be able to get here shortly. Alright, now that we've got the ship back, the first thing everybody does is they go and talk to all of our squad members and our ship crew. Because it's a BioWare game. I mean, duh.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Are you contagious? What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
It's good to know. I hate that he jumped down her throat for asking a little bit about his person, though. How'd you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
That's no answer.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
There you go.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. I classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
That's gotta suck. Bones are already breaking in the womb. Damn. How do you...
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
I think we're good here for now. A little bit later, we'll get a little bit more dialogue.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Slowly, we gotta get closer to our team, our crew.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
They're on our side. Don't doubt me.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
You just gotta set that one straight.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
It's not just our problem, though, dude.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Good.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Dang. That's one hell of a battle.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Alright, cool. We're good here.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
First stop over here. Let's see who we've got standing around. Is this Olenko? Did he just roll his eyes?
Anything you need, Commander?
Let's go for the tactical appraisal first.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
That's true, we were already en route.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Alright,
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
not a lot from him.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
That's really cool.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Alright, cool. A little bit of lore.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We'll maybe talk to you later. I don't remember if you get more dialogue or not.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Normally they're not, which is quite true. We're gonna just call it special.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
She's literally a girl in a candy store right now.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Damn, that was 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
That many people on these ships in their flotilla, that must get pretty loud and noisy.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Well,
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
so you're democratic.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Let's see, I didn't ask about the
I want
gap
to know
yet.
more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Tell me more about this network.
So the Geth share brainpower?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I'm not sure I follow that.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
So essentially, Geth in group is like a Bender complex. Referencing the, I don't know what episode that was, but Futurama, there's that episode where Bender starts first overclocking, then finding out he's got more processors, then he adds additional processors, and he becomes so intelligent that he can create life in, whole universes. But of course, he was not allowed to keep that power, and that's probably overly fantasized edition of it, because, you can stick as many computers as you want together. You're not going to be able to create matter. But I think I understand the consciousness, the smarter aspect of it. Maybe even the creative part. So what happened next?
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Oh, they just defended themselves.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Isn't this what I just said?
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Not everyone.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I mean, honestly, we can't decide that just from one end of the conversation. We need to talk to a Geth first.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds a little dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Alright, that's cool.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think we're good here.
I should go.
See you later.
There's that line we're gonna hear all the time. I should go. I don't need to talk to you.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew, huh?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
That's not that bad.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That was your reason, huh?
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I bet.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Well, that depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Cool. I knew what he meant, but we talked to Rexy Boy first over here.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
She is full of them. Don't be an ass.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Big deal.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Well, I know the answer to this, but...
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I see your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I wish we were a little more knowledgeable before we could respond to that particular thing. But I guess that highlights, like, most of social media. Honestly.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
And we can change all their equipment loadouts.
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
That we'd saved your unit.
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
They have flashlight heads. Oh, that's hilarious.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Okay, cool.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Alright, so that covers everybody that we need to talk to. Time to go do something fun. Alright, time to set our destination. I believe the first place I want to go is pick up Liara to Sony. What have we got here? The Citadel, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans. This colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 on the Presidium ring. Bunch of other metrics there. It doesn't seem to scroll down, so okay, let's back ourselves. Oops, I backed up too far. How do I, there we go, zoom out. And zoom out. So, Widow, do we have to zoom out further? There we go. So, I believe Liara to Sony, okay, it nicely labels it over here. It's the Artemis Tau cluster. A little hint if you want to get some special dialogue from Liara. You can wait until after, I believe it's Pharaohs and Navaria, but that doesn't give you enough time to romance her if you're looking for a romance option. Just a little hint if you do her mission third. Just be aware of the potential consequence.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Let's check this out later. Just gonna go ahead and click on them quick. I'll let you guys read this if you're interested. Again, if you want me to read everything, please leave a comment below. Gas deposit. Yeah, some places have gas deposits. Survey, rare element surveyed. Plutonium, okay, that's cool. Wait, what was that? There you are. Scan. A collection of small Silius asteroids loosely bound by gravity. Okay. Prothean data disk recovered. That's cool. That's very cool. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. Zoom out. One other quick note, if you're playing your own playthrough, check these rings, because these rings will sometimes have hidden little things in them. Like that unknown device that I scanned for the Prothean disk. Alright, that was you that I haven't gone to yet, I think. Doesn't seem to be anything to do here. Okay, let's go get Liara. Edelus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edelus, I don't know how you say it. The surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few acres of indigenous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Its orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant. Was that other planet we scanned for the gas resource? Due to the high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Orbital period is 2.7 times Earth years. Surface gravity is not too bad. 0.87. Alright. The wonderful Mako. Let's see if I can remember how to drive her. Is there anything with this burned out husk? Or is it just telling me that there's a thresher maw nearby, potentially? I see some stuff on the map. No idea if we can get to it though.
Got it.
There we go. Heavy metal. Palladium. Palladium? Whatever it says. These maps are going to be littered with little things to check out like that.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Alrighty. It'd be nice if I could drive a little faster. There we go. Built like a tank, handles like a bistro. Hello. Yikes. Alright, it's taking a little bit to try and figure out how to control this thing. we can see how well that went. We'll be back after these messages. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to manage the controls for this fight. Keep missing. Whoa, what is that? I don't remember being able to do that. Not good. Oh, come on, man. It had to roll over. Alright then, let's try this one more time. The M35 Mako is rather tricksy little minx to control here. Oops. Yikes. Uh-oh. Good. It wants to come up from underneath me. That's instant kill. Where are you Did I get it? I got it. I got it, didn't I? Because it gave me some stuffs. Wow, what a fight. Alright, gotta save.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Yep.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
That's right, I was supposed to go talk to Kahoku. Although I technically already did go talk to him. I don't know if he says anything differently if you talk to him before or after you get your ship commission. Oops. Aim at the right thing. Okay, so got a little update for Kahoku's men. Unfortunate update. Oops, sorry dude, didn't mean to drive you over. Alright, so, not here. Zoom out. I am in the right place, aren't I? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. That's right. Artemis Tile Cluster. It's coming back to me. I forgot how to play Mass Effect. Sorry. Most of the time driving around on planets is going to be kind of boring because you're trying to find locations and you don't really, you kind of know where you're going, and I forgot there is a map that you can use to help you out, unless you're looking for hidden secrets. I wonder if that could be it. Therum. Therum sounds familiar. Let's finish scanning the system before I go anywhere. Get us a survey here, a gas deposit of nitrogen. Check the ring for any hidden secrets. Did I scan you? If I didn't, you don't really have anything. Atmosphere of Krypton. I just like when I see that. Oh, there you go. See? Scan. Travel to... What do we got here? A dark carbon-rich asteroid. Survey it. Medallion recovered. Scans of asteroid field revealed some strange readings. Upon closer investigation, Navigator Presley discovered the remains of an abandoned Solarian fighter. The only thing of interest on board was a League of One medallion. Sounds like a video game. Let's see. Your outer ring seems to be clean. There is another. You are a metal-rich asteroid, and you have platinum. Did I check that one? I did check that one. Okay, now I think this, yep, this was the one we could land on. Let's see, is this where Liara is? Gotta love an airdrop Mako. Auto saves.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I think we're in the right spot. Volcano. Let's go get our girl. Let's just double check the map real quick here. It's just gonna be a twisty, windy thing. There's no things marked on it. Previous one showed us stuff. Let's get a save in here too quick. There it is. Oop, I thought you were dead. Yeah, all my shields are taking big blows there. It's surprising that they don't take damage for getting hit, but it's also a little pathetic that... Ooh, I see a lot of red on the map. It's also a little pathetic that you can run them over so bad and they just ragdoll. Ooh, took that one on the nose.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
What did he say? Only a fool does what in the mouth? Is he referring to something back here? Alright, let's see if I can get myself in here. Wow, I can't aim. Alright, so we've got that door. Okay, that other mark disappeared on the map too, so... I thought there was 2 guys left. So did those guys shoot the other one? Interesting. My driving sucks really bad. Come on, baby girl. Work for me. I don't think they changed the... Where did that come from? I see. I don't think they changed anything. There was comments before the release of this that they were talking about maybe maybe making changes to the Mako. Alright, that was kind of neat. But yeah, I think a lot of people complained about the Mako in the original release of the game. But I believe these controls are still working pretty much the same way I remember them. I think you were better off on an Xbox though at the time because the PC keyboard and mouse doesn't always do vehicles very well. Yeah, it looked like there'd be something over here. Come on, sit back up. You tricksy little controls. There we go. I go investigate one thing, and I get stuck. Gets really don't stand a chance against that anti-material gun, do they? Although I will say your aiming will probably be a little bit better in a PC, just the steering will kind of not be so pleasant. I wonder if I can remap that sprint to the L3 click.
Over there.
Perimeter secure.
Just checking to see if there's anything else over there. I think I gotta take on one of those big, I don't know what the hell they call those mammoth guy. Whoa. Sniper, apparently. Come on, crouch.
Lost shields!
Really?
Come up!
Not what I wanted to do. Not good. There we go. Barrier's back. Hey, get out of my way. Oh, where are they shooting at? Let's see, why are you using that? If anything, you should be on that.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Just lava. I'll take your word on that, Garrus. Give us a save in here quick. That's not good. Oh, it's these jumpy bastards. Behemoth or something? That's not cool. That's not good at all. What does the healing thing again? Nope. There we go. Metagel use. things.
Soft kill deployed.
Ow. Not good.
Good to go.
That's cool because I never used to be able to use this as an adept. No, get back. Take too long to use your ability. Holy crap. Are you recharged? What does this do? Dampening?
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
Oh crap. I timed that horribly. Might help if Rex doesn't get himself killed right away. Oop, wrong button. Oop, take cover. Is he bugged? Yep. That wasn't the one. Nope. No, he's moving. There, finally. Alright, let's get this thing back to something more comfortable. Well, that could have went better the first time around, but it seemed like it just wasn't taking damage. Ow. What are you shooting at? Oh, there he is. I thought I saw a guy over here a second, too. Unless that was just like bullet splash or something. Okay. So, now that we're cleared... Is there anything on the other side here? Nope, just blocked off. Alright, let's get ourselves down inside of this mine that they're working on. I guess it's a mine. Surprised I'm not wearing a helmet right now. Seems like an environment that's a little bit toxic with the volcanoes and stuff. Oh. It's not a good time to set down your controller, you know, let go of your controller, I mean. Bye-bye. Okay. What do we got going on in here? Let's get us a save going here. Alright, so this looks familiar.
I visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Anything by this barrier? Guess not.
Let's get moving.
Just lead the way.
Alright, so down we go. No commentary from the peanut gallery on the elevator. Whoa. More elevator. Well, that's not good. Dr. Tassoni?
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Anyone you know, Rex?
No sense standing around.
Nope. Couldn't say it better myself.
Here if you need me.
So we'll find a way. Oop, rocket now.
Now I'm ready.
Bye-bye. Okay, that's just a light. Ah, that's a control over there. Ow! Crouch or something. Yep. Right away, I guess. Oh, there he is. Alright. That wrapped it up. I'll take you. And we'll take you. Anything else? Nope. Alright, so let's go press a little button. Oh, fun. What am I supposed to do? What is the key to how this thing works, though? Because, I mean, I can just randomly hit buttons all day long. I guess you just randomly hit buttons all day long. That is what a mining laser looks like, huh? Okay. Another really weird elevator. This doesn't seem good. Oh. Alright, so I'm up here.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior firepower.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
That looks highly uncomfortable. You see the way she's arching her back? It didn't set her down none too gently either.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on!
Isn't that the elevator I just rode up on?
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Not good is what that was.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oops.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
I was gonna say, you've got two. And I imagine the Krogan is up here at the top somewhere. Oop, there's the save. This might suck a little.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Uh-oh. Run. Nope, don't crouch. Crouching's really bad.
Now I'm ready.
Ow! Oh, come on. What did they tap me with? Ow. Ow. I don't know what he tapped me with. I thought I had like full shield and everything there. That was like a
Kill him. Spare me
knockout.
sorry if you can.
Get off to the side. See you later. kind of healing he had at the end there. That was nuts. Well, we're outside. Are we clear of danger, though?
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50? Holy crap, that's right. Your species gets old.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Let's see. I might know you're wasting your time. We'll be more polite about it. This is going to reference our vision.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Who came before them?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and I'll tell you. We can be so blunt.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process.
Why,
You
thank
must
you.
be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
So what good are you?
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Great, another. Why can we be so mean? I guess I get it. You play like you want to play.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yeah, we'll talk later.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
I have my moments. I don't need to discuss mission details with you. So, alright, so on that note, with the end of the mission to get Liara to Sony, I am going to call it here, and I will catch you all next time. Until then, take care.